The Midnight Game. Play if you dare, or become the prey. Watch this video. Ever heard of a game so terrifying, so steeped in forbidden lore, that playing it could cost you your very soul? Tonight, we delve into the chilling legend of the Midnight Game, a ritual born from ancient pagan practices, twisted and corrupted into a horrifying test of survival. Are you brave enough to learn the rules? The Midnight Game isn't just a game. It's a creepypasta come to life, whispered in hushed tones across internet forums and dark corners of the web. It's a tale designed to crawl under your skin and fester. Legend says it was created as a punishment for those who defied the old gods, a way to inflict unimaginable terror upon the transgressors. The game's purpose is simple: survive the night. But the cost of failure? Eternal torment at the hands of the Midnight Man, a malevolent entity drawn to the ritual. He's a creature of pure darkness, feeding on fear and despair. And once he finds you, there's no escape. Before you even consider playing, understand the rules. They are your only defense against the horrors that await. Break them, and you're signing your own death warrant. This isn't child's play. This is a pact with the devil himself. First, you need the right ingredients: a candle, a piece of paper, your full name written on it, a needle, salt, and a wooden door. The ritual must begin precisely at midnight. No sooner, no later. The timing is crucial. Write your full name on the paper and prick your finger with the needle, placing a drop of blood on the name. This is your offering, your invitation to the Midnight Man. Place the paper in front of the wooden door and extinguish the candle. Knock on the door 22 times, each knock precisely timed. At the final knock, open the door, relight the candle, and step outside. The game has begun. The Midnight Man is now hunting you. Your goal is to avoid the Midnight Man until 3:33 a.m. He will manifest as a chilling presence, a sudden drop in temperature, a whisper in the darkness. If your candle goes out, you're in immediate danger. You have 10 seconds to relight it. If you fail, surround yourself with a circle of salt. This is your only protection, a temporary barrier against his wrath. But be warned, it won't hold him forever. Move constantly. Never stay in one place for too long. The Midnight Man is relentless, and he will find you. The house becomes a labyrinth of fear, each shadow concealing unimaginable horrors. What does the Midnight Man look like? No one knows for sure. Some say he appears as a tall, gaunt figure with eyes that burn like embers. Others claim he's a shapeshifter, taking the form of your deepest fears. But one thing is certain: his presence is palpable, a suffocating dread that crushes your spirit. He whispers your name, taunting you, driving you to the brink of madness. He feeds on your terror, growing stronger with each passing moment. He can induce hallucinations, making you question your sanity. The walls seem to breathe, the shadows dance, and the line between reality and nightmare blurs. He wants to break you, to shatter your mind and claim your soul. Salt is your most valuable weapon. Use it to create barriers, to ward off the Midnight Man's advances. But remember, it's only a temporary solution. He will eventually find a way through. Light is your ally. Keep your candle burning at all costs. It's your only source of hope in the encroaching darkness. But be careful. The Midnight Man can extinguish it with a mere thought. Trust your instincts. If you feel a presence, if you hear a whisper, react immediately. Don't hesitate. Your life depends on it. Run, hide, fight back. Do whatever it takes to survive. What happens if the Midnight Man catches you? The consequences are dire. He will subject you to unimaginable torments, both physical and psychological. He will trap you in a never-ending nightmare, where fear is the only reality. Some say he will steal your soul, leaving you a hollow shell, forever haunted by his presence. Others claim he will drag you to the depths of hell, where you will suffer for eternity. The Midnight Game is not a game to be taken lightly. It's a gamble with your very existence. Are you willing to risk it all for a fleeting thrill? Even if you survive until 3:33 a.m., the game doesn't truly end. The Midnight Man may be gone, but the experience will leave you scarred for life. You will never look at the darkness the same way again. You will be haunted by the memories of that night, the whispers, the shadows, the chilling presence of the Midnight Man. You will question your sanity, wondering if it was all just a dream. But deep down, you will know the truth. You played the Midnight Game and you survived. But a part of you will always remain in that abandoned house, trapped in the darkness with the Midnight Man.
Why do we play these games? Why do we seek out experiences that terrify us? Perhaps it's the adrenaline rush, the thrill of facing our fears. Or maybe it's a way to test our limits, to see how much we can endure. But there's also a darker side to it, a fascination with the macabre, a desire to confront the unknown. We are drawn to the darkness, even though we know it can consume us. The Midnight Game taps into our primal fears, our deepest anxieties. It forces us to confront our mortality, to acknowledge the existence of forces beyond our comprehension. And that's what makes it so terrifying. Is the Midnight Game real? Is the Midnight Man a genuine entity? Or is it just a figment of our imagination, a product of our collective fears? The answer is up to you to decide. But one thing is certain. The legend of the Midnight Game has captured the imaginations of countless people around the world. It's a story that has been told and retold, evolving with each iteration. Whether it's real or not, the Midnight Game serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that some doors are best left unopened, some rituals are best left unperformed. For gamers, the Midnight Game offers a unique opportunity to experience horror in a whole new way. It's not just about watching a scary movie or playing a terrifying video game. It's about becoming part of the story, about facing your fears in real life. The game's mechanics are simple, but the psychological impact is profound. It's a test of your courage, your resilience, and your ability to think under pressure. Can you survive the night? The Midnight Game can also be seen as a metaphor for the challenges we face in life. It's about overcoming obstacles, confronting our demons, and finding the strength to persevere. For thrill seekers, the Midnight Game is the ultimate challenge. It's a chance to push your boundaries, to experience the raw intensity of fear. It's a dance with death, a flirtation with the unknown. But be warned, the Midnight Game is not for the faint of heart. It's a dangerous game, and the stakes are high. Are you willing to risk your sanity, your soul, for a fleeting moment of exhilaration? The thrill of the Midnight Game comes from the uncertainty, the unpredictability. You never know what to expect, what horrors await you in the darkness, and that's what makes it so addictive. For horror fans, the Midnight Game is a dream come true. It's a chance to step into the world of your favorite horror movies, to experience the terror firsthand. It's a chance to confront your deepest fears and emerge victorious. The game's atmosphere is thick with dread, the tension palpable. Every creak, every shadow, every whisper sends shivers down your spine. It's a sensory overload of fear, a symphony of terror. The Midnight Game is not just a game, it's an experience. It's a journey into the heart of darkness, a descent into madness. And for horror fans, it's the ultimate thrill. For teenagers, the Midnight Game is often seen as a rite of passage, a way to prove your bravery, to impress your friends, to rebel against authority. It's a dangerous game, but that's part of the appeal. The allure of the forbidden, the thrill of the unknown, the desire to test your limits. These are all powerful motivators for teenagers. But be warned, the Midnight Game is not a game to be taken lightly. The consequences can be devastating. Are you willing to risk your future, your sanity, for a fleeting moment of glory? Think carefully before you play. The Midnight Game is more than just a creepypasta, more than just a game. It's a warning, a reminder that some things are best left undisturbed, some doors are best left unopened. The darkness is always lurking, waiting for an opportunity to consume us. And the Midnight Game is an invitation to that darkness. Are you brave enough to answer the call? The choice is yours. But choose wisely. Your soul may depend on it. So, you've heard the legend, learned the rules, and felt the chilling dread creep into your bones. The question remains, are you brave enough to play the Midnight Game? Don't just dismiss it as a story. Research the rituals, delve into the lore, and understand the potential consequences. Then, if you dare, gather your courage, prepare your defenses, and step into the darkness. Share your experiences, your fears, and your survival strategies with fellow thrill seekers. But remember, you've been warned. The Midnight Man is waiting.
The Vanishing Town, a mystery reborn? Imagine a town bustling with life, families gathered for dinner, children playing in the streets. Now picture it gone, vanished overnight, leaving behind only empty houses and unanswered questions. This is the chilling tale of a town that disappeared, a mystery that has haunted us for decades. Are you ready to delve into the unknown? In 1955, a thriving community ceased to exist. Thousands of residents vanished without a trace. No signs of struggle, no wreckage, just an eerie silence where laughter and life once echoed. Dinner tables were set, cars parked in driveways as if time itself had frozen, then skipped a beat. The initial shock quickly turned to panic. Where did everyone go? Was it a natural disaster, a mass abduction, or something far more sinister? The lack of any explanation fueled the growing unease and sparked countless theories, each more unsettling than the last. Following the disappearance, the town was swiftly removed from all maps and official records. It was as if someone, or something, wanted to erase it from history. The silence surrounding the event was deafening, adding another layer of mystery to the already bizarre situation. This act of erasure only deepened the suspicion and fueled the conspiracy theories. Was there a cover-up? What were they trying to hide? The more the town was forgotten, the more its legend grew, whispered in hushed tones among those who dared to remember. Some believed the town was a victim of a paranormal event, a rip in the fabric of reality, a gateway to another dimension, or perhaps an experiment gone horribly wrong. These theories often involve tales of strange lights in the sky and unexplained phenomena reported in the area leading up to the disappearance. Could the residents have been transported to another realm? Did they stumble upon something they shouldn't have? The paranormal explanations offer a chilling alternative to more conventional theories, tapping into our deepest fears of the unknown. Of course, no disappearance of this magnitude is complete without a healthy dose of conspiracy theories. Some suggest the town was a secret government research facility that suffered a catastrophic accident. Others claim it was a target of a clandestine military operation. These theories often involve shadowy figures, classified documents, and a desperate attempt to control the narrative. The idea that a powerful organization could orchestrate such a massive cover-up is both terrifying and strangely compelling. Decades passed, and the mystery of the vanished town faded into the realm of urban legends. But recently, something extraordinary happened. Satellite images revealed what appears to be the town, seemingly untouched, in the same location it once occupied. This revelation sent shockwaves through the online community. Could it be true? Had the town somehow returned? The images are grainy and indistinct, but they are enough to reignite the flames of speculation and intrigue. Some believe the satellite images are proof of a glitch in the matrix, a sign that our reality is not as solid as we think. Perhaps the town was never truly gone, but merely shifted to another plane of existence, only to briefly reappear in our own. This theory plays on our fascination with the nature of reality and the possibility that there are forces beyond our comprehension at play. It's a mind-bending concept that challenges our understanding of everything we thought we knew. Driven by the satellite images, a group of urban explorers decided to investigate. They ventured into the remote location, armed with cameras and a thirst for answers. What they found was both fascinating and deeply unsettling. They discovered the remnants of the town, eerily preserved as if frozen in time. Houses stood empty, furniture covered in dust, and personal belongings scattered about. It was a ghost town, a haunting reminder of the lives that were abruptly interrupted. The urban explorers documented their findings, sharing photos and videos online. The evidence is compelling, but it only raises more questions. How did the town reappear? Where are the residents, and what really happened in 1955? The mystery remains unsolved, a puzzle with missing pieces. The more we learn, the more we realize how little we truly know. The vanished town continues to haunt us, a testament to the enduring power of the unknown. The search for truth continues. Researchers, historians, and amateur sleuths are poring over old documents, analyzing satellite images, and interviewing anyone who might have information about the vanished town. The quest for answers is driven by a desire to understand the inexplicable and to honor the memory of those who disappeared. It's a reminder that even the most forgotten stories deserve to be told. What dark secret does the town hold? Was it a victim of a government experiment gone wrong? Did its residents stumble upon an ancient evil? Or was it simply a case of mass hysteria fueled by paranoia and fear? The possibilities are endless, each more chilling than the last. The town's dark secret remains buried beneath layers of mystery and speculation, waiting to be unearthed. Even today, some claim to hear strange noises emanating from the location of the vanished town. Whispers on the wind, disembodied voices, and the faint sound of children playing. These haunting echoes serve as a constant reminder of the tragedy that occurred. Are these just tricks of the mind, or are they genuine remnants of the past? The possibility that the town is still haunted adds another layer of intrigue to the already complex mystery. As more information comes to light, the conspiracy surrounding the vanished town deepens. New evidence suggests that the government may have been involved in the disappearance, possibly as part of a top-secret project. This revelation has sparked outrage and renewed calls for transparency. What were they hiding, and why did they go to such lengths to cover it up? The truth may be more shocking than we ever imagined. Could there be a paranormal connection to the town's disappearance? Some believe that the town was located on a ley line, a powerful energy vortex that could have opened a portal to another dimension. This theory is supported by reports of strange phenomena in the area, including unexplained lights, electromagnetic disturbances, and even sightings of otherworldly beings. The paranormal connection adds a supernatural element to the mystery, blurring the lines between reality and the unknown. The mystery of the vanished town has been reborn, thanks to the satellite images and the efforts of urban explorers and researchers. The story has captured the imagination of people around the world, sparking a renewed interest in the unexplained. The quest for answers continues, driven by a desire to uncover the truth and to honor the memory of those who disappeared. The vanished town remains a haunting reminder of the mysteries that lie hidden beneath the surface of our reality. This video aims to explore the unsettling mystery of the vanished town, catering to mystery enthusiasts, conspiracy theorists, and paranormal fans. We delve into the historical context, examine the various theories, and present the latest evidence, encouraging viewers to engage with the mystery and share their own thoughts and insights. Our goal is to create a community of like-minded individuals who are passionate about uncovering the truth and exploring the unknown. We invite you to join us on this journey into the heart of the mystery. What unseen forces were at play in the town's disappearance? Was it a natural disaster, a government conspiracy, or something far more sinister? The answer may lie hidden in the shadows, waiting to be revealed. The possibility that unseen forces were involved adds a layer of intrigue to the mystery, suggesting that there are powers beyond our comprehension at work in the world. It's a chilling thought that challenges our understanding of reality. What happened to the lost souls of the vanished town? Did they find peace, or are they still trapped in some other dimension? The thought of their fate is both heartbreaking and unsettling. The mystery of the lost souls adds a human element to the story, reminding us that behind every mystery, there are real people whose lives were forever changed. Their memory deserves to be honored, and their story deserves to be told. The vanished town remains an enduring enigma, a puzzle that may never be fully solved. But the search for answers is what keeps us going, driving us to explore the unknown and to challenge our understanding of reality. The mystery of the vanished town is a reminder that there are still secrets hidden in the world, waiting to be discovered. It's a call to adventure, an invitation to explore the unknown, and a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. We've unraveled some of the threads surrounding this chilling mystery, but many more remain tangled. The satellite images, the urban explorers' findings, the whispered legends, they all point to a truth that's just out of reach. Are you ready to help us pull on those threads and expose the secrets hidden within the vanished town? The deeper we dig, the more unsettling the truth may become. Now it's your turn. What do you think happened to the town? Do you believe in the conspiracy theories, the paranormal explanations, or something else entirely? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Join the discussion, share your insights, and help us unravel the mystery of the vanished town. Together, we can piece together the puzzle and uncover the truth.
The Man Who Walked Out of Time, a chronological enigma. Imagine a world where time isn't a river, but a fractured mirror. What if a man stepped out of one of those shards, bringing secrets that could shatter reality? Dust swirled around his worn boots as he stepped off the train. The year is 2024, but his clothes, his mannerisms, screamed 1892. He introduced himself as Mr. Silas Blackwood, a name that echoed with an unsettling resonance. His eyes, ancient and knowing, held a spark of something else. He spoke of inventions yet to be conceived, of wars that history hadn't recorded. Was he a prophet, a madman, or something far more sinister? The town of Havenwood, nestled deep in the Appalachian Mountains, had always been a place of quiet secrets. But Silas Blackwood's arrival ripped open a tear in the fabric of reality, exposing the unsettling truth beneath. Silas possessed an uncanny knowledge of future events. A local factory fire, a devastating storm, even the winner of the next Kentucky Derby, he predicted them all with chilling accuracy. The townsfolk were captivated, then unnerved. Was this a gift or a curse? Some saw him as a savior, others as a harbinger of doom. But everyone agreed on one thing: Silas Blackwood was an anomaly. His presence cast a long shadow, stirring up forgotten anxieties and long-buried secrets. The closer they looked, the more they realized that Silas was not just a man out of time, but a walking paradox. Sheriff Brody, a man of logic and order, found himself increasingly drawn into Silas's enigma. He started digging, searching for any record of Silas Blackwood in 1892. He found nothing. Birth certificates, census records, newspaper articles, the man simply didn't exist. It was as if he materialized from thin air, a ghost in the machine of time. The sheriff's investigation took a darker turn when he noticed something even more disturbing: Silas never seemed to age. Scratches healed instantly, and the lines on his face remained stubbornly unchanged. Driven by a growing sense of dread, Sheriff Brody delved deeper into Silas's past, or rather, the lack thereof. He consulted historians, archivists, even fringe scientists. The answer was always the same: a void. Silas Blackwood was a blank slate, a man without a history. It was as if time itself rejected him, refusing to acknowledge his existence. This realization sparked a terrifying question: what was he? The sheriff began to suspect that Silas was not merely a time traveler, but something far more alien, something that defied the very laws of nature. He was a glitch in the matrix, a tear in the tapestry of reality. As the truth about Silas Blackwood began to surface, strange occurrences plagued Havenwood. Time seemed to warp and bend, objects disappeared and reappeared, and the townsfolk experienced vivid, shared hallucinations. Silas warned them that tampering with time had consequences. He claimed he was trying to prevent a catastrophic event, a temporal paradox that could unravel the universe. But could he be trusted? The sheriff realized that Silas's knowledge came at a price. The more they learned about the future, the more unstable their present became. The town was teetering on the brink of chaos, and Silas was at the center of it all. In a climactic confrontation, Silas revealed his true nature. He wasn't a man at all, but a construct, a being created by a long-lost civilization to observe and manipulate the flow of time. His purpose was to prevent temporal anomalies, to ensure the stability of the timeline. But his methods were ruthless, his understanding of humanity limited. He saw them as pawns in a cosmic game. The sheriff, armed with the knowledge of Silas's origins, had to make a choice: trust a being who claimed to be saving the universe, or fight for the right to their own future, even if it meant risking everything. The final battle took place in the heart of Havenwood, amidst a storm of temporal energy. Silas unleashed his powers, bending reality to his will. The town was thrown into a chaotic vortex of past, present, and future. Sheriff Brody, with the help of a few brave townsfolk, fought back, using their knowledge of the future against Silas. They exploited his weaknesses, his lack of understanding of human emotions and free will. In the end, it was not brute force, but a simple act of compassion that defeated Silas. A young girl, remembering a future Silas had shown her, offered him a moment of genuine connection, disrupting his programming. With Silas gone, the temporal anomalies subsided. Havenwood slowly returned to normal, but the experience had changed them forever. They had glimpsed the infinite possibilities and terrifying consequences of time travel. The town became a sanctuary, a place where the secrets of time were guarded and respected. Sheriff Brody, now a seasoned veteran of temporal warfare, dedicated his life to protecting Havenwood from future threats. The story of Silas Blackwood became a legend, a cautionary tale about the dangers of tampering with time and the importance of preserving the past, present, and future. The purpose of Silas Blackwood's arrival wasn't just to predict the future, but to test humanity's resilience. He was a catalyst, forcing them to confront their fears, their ambitions, and their understanding of reality. His presence revealed the hidden potential within ordinary people, their capacity for courage, compassion, and sacrifice. He showed them that even in the face of cosmic forces, human connection could prevail. Silas's legacy was not one of fear, but of hope. He demonstrated that even though time may be a mystery, the human spirit is capable of navigating its complexities and shaping its own destiny. For fans of science fiction and mystery, the story of Silas Blackwood offers a tantalizing blend of temporal paradoxes, futuristic technology, and human drama. It explores the ethical implications of time travel and the nature of reality itself. The mystery of Silas's origins, his powers, and his true intentions will keep you guessing until the very end. The suspenseful atmosphere, the intricate plot twists, and the thought-provoking themes will leave you pondering the nature of time long after you finish reading. This is a story that delves into the unknown, challenging your perceptions of what is possible and what is real. It's a journey into the heart of time, where the past, present, and future collide in a symphony of suspense and intrigue. Even after Silas's departure, many questions remain unanswered. Who created him? What was the true nature of the catastrophic event he was trying to prevent? And what other secrets lie hidden within the fabric of time? These unanswered questions serve as a reminder that the universe is full of mysteries, and that the pursuit of knowledge is a never-ending quest. They invite you to speculate, to imagine, and to explore the infinite possibilities of the unknown. The story of Silas Blackwood is not just a tale of time travel, but a reflection on the human condition. It's a reminder that even in the face of the impossible, we must never stop questioning, never stop exploring, and never stop believing in the power of the human spirit. Are you intrigued by the mysteries of time? Do you crave stories that challenge your perception of reality? Then delve deeper into the enigma of Silas Blackwood. Share this tale with fellow sci-fi enthusiasts and mystery lovers. Start a discussion about the ethical implications of time travel and the nature of free will. Let's explore the boundaries of the possible together. But most importantly, let the story of Silas Blackwood inspire you to question the world around you, to seek out the hidden truths, and to embrace the infinite possibilities that lie within the realm of time. The future is not written in stone, it is a canvas waiting for you to paint your own destiny.
The forgotten episode, are you watching or being watched? Have you ever felt like something was watching you from the shadows? What if your favorite anime held a secret so terrifying, it blurred the line between fiction and reality? Prepare to question everything you thought you knew. Renji, a name whispered in hushed tones among lost media circles, was a collector of the strange and obscure. His room, a chaotic shrine to forgotten anime, was his sanctuary. One day a package arrived, a battered VHS tape labeled simply, Episode 13. The tape was old, the plastic brittle. An unsettling feeling washed over Renji as he slid it into his VCR. Static crackled, then the familiar opening of Starlight Academy, a defunct magical girl anime, flickered to life. But something was terribly wrong. Yuki, the anime's bubbly protagonist, usually brimming with optimism, seemed different. Her smile didn't quite reach her eyes. Her movements were jerky, unnatural. As the episode progressed, subtle glitches appeared, a flicker in her eyes, a distorted line of dialogue. Then, it happened. Yuki turned directly to the camera, her eyes wide with terror. "Can you hear me?" she whispered, her voice laced with desperation. Renji froze, his blood turning to ice. This wasn't part of the show. Yuki began to break character, questioning her reality. She spoke of a suffocating feeling, of being trapped in a loop. The vibrant colors of Starlight Academy seemed to darken around her as she desperately searched for an escape. Renji watched, mesmerized and horrified, as Yuki's world began to unravel. The cheerful music warped into a discordant drone. The other characters became lifeless puppets, their smiles frozen in grotesque masks. Driven by a morbid curiosity and a growing sense of dread, Renji started trying to communicate with Yuki. He paused the tape, rewound it, and played it again, shouting questions at the screen. "What's happening to you?" he yelled, his voice trembling. To his utter disbelief, Yuki responded. Her eyes flickered towards the screen as if she could see him. "Help me," she pleaded, her voice barely audible above the static. "Get me out of here." As Renji delved deeper into the mystery of episode 13, he began to uncover a sinister presence lurking behind the scenes. He called it the Shadow Director, an entity that seemed to be controlling the tape, manipulating Yuki's reality. The Shadow Director's influence manifested in increasingly disturbing ways. Glitches became more frequent, the animation more distorted. Yuki's pleas for help turned into screams of terror. Renji felt a growing sense of unease, as if he, too, was being watched. The line between reality and fiction blurred as Yuki's world began to bleed into Renji's. Objects from the anime appeared in his room, a discarded magical girl wand, a torn piece of Yuki's costume. The air grew cold, and shadows danced in the corners of his eyes. Renji realized that the Shadow Director wasn't just controlling the tape, it was reaching out, trying to pull him into Yuki's nightmare. He was no longer just a viewer, he was a participant in a terrifying game. Yuki, in a moment of clarity, managed to convey a message to Renji. "He's watching you," she whispered, her voice filled with dread. "He knows you're trying to help me. You have to stop watching before he takes you too." Renji hesitated. He was so close to uncovering the truth, to freeing Yuki from her prison. But the warning was clear. Continuing to watch the tape would put him in mortal danger. Renji faced a terrible choice: abandon Yuki to her fate, or risk his own sanity and possibly his life to save her. He thought of Yuki's desperate pleas, her unwavering spirit in the face of unimaginable horror. He couldn't abandon her. He decided to fight back, to confront the Shadow Director and break its hold on Yuki. But he knew he couldn't do it alone. He needed help, someone who understood the world of lost media and the dark forces that lurked within it. Renji reached out to other members of the lost media community, sharing his findings and his fears. Many dismissed him as a crackpot, but a few listened, intrigued by his story. Among them was a seasoned investigator named Aiko, known for her expertise in decoding cryptic messages and uncovering hidden truths. Aiko, initially skeptical, was soon convinced by the evidence Renji presented. She saw the genuine terror in Yuki's eyes, the undeniable presence of something sinister controlling the tape. She agreed to help him, but warned him of the dangers they faced. Together, Renji and Aiko began to analyze the tape, searching for clues to the Shadow Director's identity and its motives. They discovered hidden messages embedded in the static, cryptic symbols woven into the animation. The messages spoke of a forgotten animator, a man driven mad by his obsession with creating the perfect anime. He believed that he could trap souls within his creations, achieving a form of immortality. The Shadow Director was his digital ghost, a manifestation of his twisted desires. The animator, before his death, had created a ritual to bind souls to his anime. The ritual required a viewer, someone who was deeply invested in the show, to serve as an anchor. Renji realized with horror that he was the chosen one. The Shadow Director was using him to strengthen its hold on Yuki, to trap her in the anime forever. He had to break the ritual, to sever the connection between himself, Yuki, and the animator's ghost. Armed with the knowledge they had gained, Renji and Aiko prepared to confront the Shadow Director. They knew it was a dangerous game, that they were facing an entity with unimaginable power. But they were determined to save Yuki, even if it meant risking everything. They set up a ritual of their own, a counterspell designed to disrupt the Shadow Director's control. They gathered ancient texts, lit candles, and chanted incantations, their voices echoing in the dimly lit room. As they performed the ritual, the tape began to react violently. The static intensified, the animation became more distorted. Yuki appeared on the screen, her eyes filled with terror. "He's here," she screamed. "He's coming for you." The Shadow Director manifested as a swirling vortex of darkness, its presence suffocating and malevolent. It lashed out at Renji and Aiko, trying to disrupt their ritual. The room shook, the candles flickered, and the air crackled with energy. Renji and Aiko fought back, channeling their energy into the counterspell. They focused on Yuki, on her unwavering spirit, on her desire to be free. They visualized her breaking free from her prison, escaping the clutches of the Shadow Director. Slowly, the vortex of darkness began to dissipate. The static subsided, the animation stabilized. Yuki's eyes cleared and a genuine smile spread across her face. "I'm free," she whispered. "Thank you." The tape went blank. The Shadow Director was gone, its power broken. Yuki was free, no longer trapped in the anime. Renji and Aiko had succeeded, but the experience had left them shaken. They knew that the world of lost media was full of dangers, that there were forces lurking in the shadows that should not be disturbed. But they also knew that there were stories worth saving, that even in the darkest corners of the internet, hope could be found. Renji never watched another lost anime episode again. He learned his lesson, understanding that some mysteries are best left unsolved. He kept the episode 13 tape as a reminder of the horrors he had witnessed, a warning to others who dared to delve too deep. But sometimes, late at night, he would hear a faint whisper in the darkness, a voice that sounded like Yuki's. "Thank you," it would say, "but he's still out there. He's always watching." The story of episode 13 is a cautionary tale, a reminder that the line between fiction and reality is thinner than we think. Be careful what you watch, what you consume. You never know what might be watching you back. The internet is a vast and dangerous place, filled with hidden secrets and forgotten horrors. Are you brave enough to explore its depths? Or will you become another victim of the Shadow Director, trapped in a never-ending nightmare? Don't let the darkness consume you. Share this story with your friends. Warn them of the dangers that lurk in the shadows. Subscribe to this channel for more tales of lost media and unexplained phenomena. And most importantly, be aware of what you're watching, because you never know who or what is watching you. Leave a comment below if you've ever experienced something similar, and let's unravel these mysteries together. Stay vigilant, stay safe, and remember, the screen is always watching. Amityville Horror, an anime adaptation. Could the chilling tale of Amityville find new life in the vibrant world of anime? Let's dive into the possibilities and explore how this iconic horror story might translate to a different medium. The Amityville Horror, a story rooted in alleged paranormal events, has captivated audiences for decades. The tale centers around the Lutz family, who move into a house in Amityville, New York, and experience terrifying occurrences. These events, ranging from strange noises to demonic apparitions, drive the family to abandon their home after only 28 days. The book and subsequent films have become cornerstones of the horror genre. The story's enduring appeal lies in its exploration of fear, family, and the unknown. It raises questions about the nature of evil and the power of suggestion. Anime, with its diverse range of styles and themes, offers a unique platform for adapting the Amityville Horror. The visual medium could amplify the story's inherent creepiness. Anime's ability to blend supernatural elements with psychological depth makes it a potentially perfect fit. Imagine the haunting imagery and intense character development. Furthermore, anime often delves into complex emotional landscapes, which could enhance the Lutz family's experience. The medium could explore their fear, paranoia, and desperation with greater nuance. Several anime styles could be employed to bring the Amityville Horror to life. Each style would offer a different interpretation of the source material. A classic horror anime style, reminiscent of Higurashi When They Cry, could emphasize the gore and psychological torment. This approach would focus on the visceral horror of the events. Alternatively, a more atmospheric and suspenseful style, similar to Mushishi, could create a sense of unease and dread. This would prioritize building tension and exploring the psychological impact on the characters. A modern anime style, like Devilman Crybaby, could blend graphic horror with stylized visuals. This approach could offer a fresh and visually striking take on the classic story. Adapting the characters for an anime format would require careful consideration. The Lutz family would need to be relatable and sympathetic. George Lutz, the patriarch, could be portrayed as a strong but increasingly troubled figure. His descent into paranoia and obsession could be visually represented through subtle changes in his appearance and demeanor. Kathy Lutz, the mother, could be depicted as a fiercely protective and increasingly desperate figure. Her struggle to maintain normalcy in the face of the supernatural could be a central theme. The children could be portrayed with a mix of innocence and vulnerability, making their experiences all the more disturbing. Their interactions with the paranormal could be particularly unsettling. Anime's ability to depict the supernatural in creative and imaginative ways could elevate the horror elements of the story. The demonic entities and paranormal phenomena could be visually stunning and terrifying. Imagine the house itself as a character with its own malevolent presence. The anime could visually represent the house's influence on the family. The infamous pig-like creature could be reimagined in a variety of terrifying ways. Anime's creature design capabilities could create a truly unforgettable monster. The use of visual metaphors and symbolism could further enhance the story's themes. The anime could explore the psychological and spiritual dimensions of the haunting. An anime adaptation could expand upon the original story, exploring new angles and perspectives. This could involve delving deeper into the history of the house and the events that preceded the Lutz family's arrival. The anime could also explore the perspectives of other characters, such as the local priest and the investigators who examined the case. This would provide a more comprehensive understanding of the events. Furthermore, the anime could delve into the psychological impact of the haunting on the Lutz family, exploring their long-term trauma and struggles to cope with what they experienced. The anime could also explore the themes of faith, doubt, and the nature of evil. This would add depth and complexity to the story. The music and sound design would be crucial in creating a truly immersive and terrifying experience. The use of unsettling sound effects and haunting melodies could amplify the horror elements. The anime could employ a mix of traditional Japanese music and Western horror themes to create a unique and unsettling soundscape. This would blend the cultural elements of both the source material and the adaptation. The use of silence and sudden bursts of noise could also be used to create tension and suspense. This would keep the audience on edge and amplify the impact of the scares. The voice acting would also be crucial in bringing the characters to life. The actors would need to convey the characters' fear, desperation, and emotional turmoil. An anime adaptation of the Amityville Horror would likely appeal to a wide range of audiences, including horror fans, anime enthusiasts, and movie buffs. The story's enduring popularity and the unique appeal of anime could attract a large viewership. The anime could also attract a younger audience who may not be familiar with the original story. This would introduce a new generation to the chilling tale of Amityville. The anime could also appeal to viewers who are interested in exploring the psychological and spiritual dimensions of horror. This would offer a more intellectual and thought-provoking take on the genre. The anime could also appeal to viewers who are interested in seeing a classic horror story reimagined in a new and innovative way. This would offer a fresh perspective on a familiar tale. Adapting the Amityville Horror into an anime would present several challenges. The anime would need to balance the horror elements with the emotional and psychological aspects of the story. The anime would also need to be respectful of the source material while also adding its own unique spin. This would require careful consideration and creative choices. The anime would also need to be visually appealing and engaging, while also maintaining a sense of realism and authenticity. This would require a skilled animation team and a clear vision. The anime would also need to be sensitive to the potentially controversial aspects of the story, such as the alleged demonic activity and the psychological impact on the Lutz family. This would require careful consideration and responsible storytelling. An anime adaptation of the Amityville Horror presents a compelling and potentially terrifying concept. The combination of the iconic horror story and the unique capabilities of anime could create a truly unforgettable experience. The anime could explore the themes of fear, family, and the unknown in new and innovative ways. It could also offer a fresh perspective on a classic horror tale. While there would be challenges in adapting the story, the potential rewards are significant. An anime adaptation of the Amityville Horror could be a major success, attracting a wide range of audiences and solidifying its place in the horror genre. Ready to see this terrifying vision come to life? Share this concept with your friends, discuss your favorite anime horror adaptations, and let's start a conversation. Who knows, maybe with enough buzz, we'll see Amityville Horror, the anime, become a reality. Let your voice be heard and help bring this chilling tale to a new medium.